The nearest star to our sun sits so close in cosmic terms that astronomers call it our stellar neighbor, a phrase that feels warm and familiar, almost comforting, as if the universe itself were smaller and friendlier than it truly is. But this neighbor hides a secret that quietly rewrites everything you think you know about nearby space, because Alpha Centauri is not one star at all. It is three, a gravitationally bound family drifting through the galaxy together, a system composed of a sun-like giant called Alpha Centauri A, slightly larger and brighter than our own sun, an orange companion known as Alpha Centauri B, cooler and dimmer yet still powerful, and a violent red dwarf named Proxima Centauri, faint and restless, a star that erupts with radiation and flares and happens to be the closest individual star to Earth, closer than any other point of light beyond our sun. And scientists have now confirmed planets orbiting within this system, worlds circling these distant suns, including rocky planets that exist within the so-called habitable zone where liquid water might exist. And the thought alone is intoxicating, because these worlds are not across the galaxy, not lost in the far spiral arms of the Milky Way, but just 4 light-years away, a distance that sounds small, almost reachable, almost manageable, until you slow down and let the true scale of space reveal itself. Because the phrase nearest neighbor carries a dangerous illusion, a human illusion rooted in fences and sidewalks and familiar distances, when in reality the universe operates on scales so vast that language itself begins to fail. And here is the truth that shatters the illusion completely. If you launched humanity's fastest spacecraft toward Alpha Centauri today, the Parker Solar Probe or Voyager pushed to their absolute limits, your great-great-grandchildren would not see it arrive. Neither would their great-great-grandchildren. The journey would take nearly 7,000 years, a span of time so deep that when the spacecraft finally reached its destination, whatever civilization launched it would likely be gone, transformed beyond recognition or erased entirely. 7,000 years ago, humans had not yet invented writing. Cities did not exist. The pyramids were still unimagined dreams buried in the future. And yet Alpha Centauri would still be waiting there, unchanged, indifferent, burning quietly in the dark. And this is where the story becomes unsettling, because scientific descriptions call Alpha Centauri close, textbooks label it nearby, documentaries refer to it as next door. But proximity in space is a lie told by numbers stripped of meaning, because 4 light-years is not a distance, it is a time machine. It is light traveling for 4 uninterrupted years at nearly 300,000 kilometers per second, just to reach your eyes. And even then, what you see is not the star as it is now, but as it was when that light began its journey. And if this idea is bending your sense of reality good, that discomfort is the doorway to understanding the universe as it truly is. And if journeys like this expand your mind and calm your thoughts, consider subscribing to the channel, because every story here is designed to gently dismantle the illusions we carry about space, time, and our place among the stars. But for now, let yourself sink deeper, because we have not yet touched the most astonishing truth of all. Alpha Centauri does not behave like the single, calm sun that warms our world. It is a dynamic gravitational ballet, where massive bodies circle one another over thousands of years. Alpha Centauri A and B orbit each other at distances that range from roughly the space between Saturn and Pluto, while Proxima Centauri drifts much farther out, loosely bound, wandering like a distant sibling whose path is never quite predictable. And despite being the closest star to Earth, Proxima is a hostile place, a red dwarf that unleashes powerful stellar flares, capable of stripping atmospheres and bathing nearby planets in lethal radiation. And yet one of those planets, Proxima b, exists in the habitable zone, a world that could theoretically support liquid water, a world that might have oceans, clouds, or something resembling weather. And this contradiction lies at the heart of our fascination, because the nearest, potentially habitable planet is also orbiting one of the most violent stars known, reminding us that nature does not arrange itself for comfort. And the distances within the Alpha Centauri system itself are staggering. Planets that appear close in artistic illustrations are separated by millions of kilometers. Stars that seem side by side in the sky are divided by unimaginable voids. And even if future civilizations mastered fusion engines or light sails pushed by powerful lasers, the journey would still span generations, not voyages but epics, ships launched with no expectation of return, carrying not explorers but entire cultures forward in time. And this is the final truth that reshapes everything. Alpha Centauri is not a destination, it is a mirror. It reflects the limits of our technology, the scale of the cosmos, and the humility required to truly understand our place within it. Because the universe does not measure distance the way we do. It measures patience, endurance, and time itself. And yet, despite the impossibility, we continue to look, to dream, to imagine reaching out across the darkness, because curiosity is the one force strong enough to cross even light years. And if this story has made you feel small in the best possible way, grounded yet inspired, then you already understand why this channel exists. So take a quiet moment, breathe, and if you want more journeys that transform how you see the universe, gently remind yourself to like and subscribe. It truly helps more than you know, and together, we will continue drifting through the vast, silent, beautiful reality that surrounds us.